So especially in college, I don't know if you've seen my vlogs, but I love to work hard but also play hard. And people ask me how I do it. I've learned in my videos, I keep touching my hair, so I need to put it up. But it's just like, it's not the vibe. It looks like DW's friend from Arthur. I made a matcha for this video. I think the hardest thing in college is balance. If you're currently a graduated senior from high school and you're going to college and you're kind of like, how am I going to college, bro? Like, you probably have your routine at home. That was me. I had a routine and I was like, I go to bed at 8 p.m. How am I going to balance everything? Well, I got you. I am a rising junior at UC Berkeley. Wow. And I'll tell you everything about balance in college. People say, I'm embodiment of work hard, play hard. So let's go. My credentials is that I was top 10% of UC Berkeley LNS undergrads and on the dean's list and honors on my freshman year. I was also partying the hardest. So those are my credentials. So let's keep finishing this matcha and let's get into the video before I yap any longer. Let's get into it. Okay. Boom. Number one is time block your week in advance. So I would really recommend Sundays. Sundays to just write down everything you're going to have in your week, what workouts you're going to do for the week, what classes you have, what homework is a priority. It removes decision fatigue because I learned you just waste a lot of time trying to make decisions. If you have to wake up and you know what work you have to do, you know what homework you have to do, you'll do it. Like, instead of being like, I don't know what I have to do today. So time block your week out to make the whole rest of your week a lot easier for you because it's planned. I think it's see it as like an act of self-love. In college, things are gonna be spontaneous. Things are gonna pop up like no other. I've come to see that a lot of things that pop up are during the night. So what I like to do is time block my day so that by 8 p.m. I have nothing else to do. I have finished my homework. I've been to my classes. I know I've done everything for that day, so I can have fun. So I can say yes to fun plans without any guilt of, oh, I didn't do it, because priorities. So by removing this decision fatigue, there's like parties and stuff you want to go to that pops up, but people's like, hey, you want to pull up to this? Do you want to stay up until this? At least you got all your stuff done. How many hours have you lost just finding papers for a research project? Skimming through stuff that just ends up being useless. That used to just eat up my entire Saturday, and in college, when I also just want to have fun, I need some help. I found a workflow that turned a 6-hour literature review into just 20 minutes. And that's basically a free night I didn't have before. So it is called SciSpace. Here's exactly what I do. I type in my topic, pulls up relevant papers instantly, and then it actually reads it for me. So key findings, methodology, results summarized in seconds, and even better, when I'm ready to write, it formats my citations automatically too, so I'm not fixing, APA format at 2 a.m. instead of sleeping. Here's the feature and part that actually matters the most. Every claim it gives me is verified before it shows up. So that means no made-up citations, no random duplicate sources. I can hover over anything and see exactly where it came from. Because AI these days, hard to trust sometimes. Where did you get this from? Verified Reports also does things such as working with an unlimited amount of input papers, selecting the most relevant sources automatically, and it's available across all plans for systematic review and deep review workflows. It's a very strong feature if you value research quality and source verification. And that's the whole secret, honestly. Not that I do less. I just stopped spending time on the part that didn't need hours thanks to SciSpace. And so that time will go back into actually having a life for me and for you. Go check it out. SciSpace link is in my description. Go use my code, my link for discount. Get on that and back to the video. This whole Sunday time block thing, on the topic of that, Sundays are great days for resets for me because it's the start of a new week. Whatever crazy thing I did that Saturday, oh, we're gonna forget it because it's a Sunday. It's a Sunday. Also see Sundays as not just a catch-up day, but a get-ahead day. Especially when I was in freshman, sophomore year, I remember my goal was to post every week on YouTube. So I had all these classes and I was going out and I was having fun, clubs and stuff like that. But I use Sunday, wake up early, go to church. Church actually helps a lot because it got me up, and then grind. And then I just get all my videos done, my editing done, filming my content, get my homework, and I just use Sunday as a reset day. But realize also what days you do like to go out and what days you don't, or like what feels good, what feels done. I say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, they're very much locked in days for me. No matter what, I like to be locked in those days to start off my week strong. And if I start off my week strong on Sunday, getting ahead of my work, I feel a lot less stress, anxiety. I don't have to procrastinate work for later. My tip is just get it all done in the first place, because why deal with the stress later? Another thing I like to do lecture-wise is a little preview of lecture material before class, so I know what I'm going into. I'm reinforcing rather than just learning from scratch, and I know what we're going to talk about so I can participate in discussions and get really set for what's going to happen and prepared, because I don't know if you're like me, but sorry, my laundry's going off. I have to repeat something 5 times in my head before I actually raise my hand because I just have that anxiety. So I like to be prepared, know what I want to say. So participation grades up. We're going up because we're looking at the material before class. We know what we're going to say. We know what points we want to do. Cheers to that. Another tip about colleges, you have syllabi. This gives you the whole map of your whole entire semester. So hey, your teacher is kind of giving you a heads up, this is what's coming, all the way in the beginning. And for type A people like me, you can plan everything, anything, honestly. My friends make charts. I just put in my Google Calendar, big assignments are due. Hey, what we can do is we can work in advance. It's all about, for me, doing things in advance, not procrastinating and getting stuff done so I can say yes to having fun. Did that rhyme? I've been actually in my poetry era, okay? Anyways. What was I saying? Oh yeah, utilize the syllabi. Put big dates that you have presentations or projects or exams or tests, midterms in your calendar. Don't just let it sit there, but do things weeks before, weeks ahead to prep for that. So you can say yes to having fun. You gotta put some hard work in. Gotta set some hard work in, but that's balance, you know? Work hard, play hard. Another thing that helps is go into office hours. Instead of being like, hey, I don't know how to do this, I might just suffer the next week trying to figure out how to do this. Go to office hours. They're gonna answer the question. It'll be okay. When you have less time for work, more time for having fun. And this is just stuff that works for me. You can take it or leave it as you want, but I am a morning person, so they don't lie when they say early bird gets to worm. I wake up super early. Yeah, I still act like this. I wake up at 6:30, my workout in. I work the best in the morning, so I get most of my busy work in, my homework in, my studying in the morning. And then so I have classes during the day. And then after, we put all that work in. And having fun and saying yes to social things is a lot more fun when you're stressed free. Another thing I found helpful was setting a hard stop time for studying at night so it doesn't bleed into even to my sleep schedule. I remember for me it was like 11 p.m. which is like kind of late. I found it hard to transition from grind mode to rest mode, and I kind of learned I need like a wind down routine, so now I start winding down at like 7. My freshman year it was 11 p.m. because all my friends would be up studying and stuff like that, and I'm just like I had to set a boundary for myself because I want to be with my friends all the time, right? But I had to set a boundary for my sleep, which is very important. Also, to maintain a social life, you can reach out, okay? Don't expect everyone to come to you, and it's always worth it being a good friend, being loving, being the one reaching out first, even though if it seems hard sometimes, even though if it doesn't feel like it's reciprocated, it's always worth it. And it'll always come back to you in good karma. That's why I really learned, and that's how I've maintained really good friendships in college, and I'm not afraid to reach out first. I'm not afraid to be the chalant one, because like when people like say they're like bad at text or like bad at responding, bro, I know you're on your phone, you know? And people will reciprocate that, and truly I feel so loved. I feel so loved. So don't be afraid to be the first one to reach out. You know, people, instead of scrolling while you're at the dining hall, they do want to sit with others. They're just scared to reach out, so we don't want to reach out. Also in college, if you want to maintain a social life and you're like, how do I even make friends? Join clubs, join activities, join Greek life, anything. Clubs are like the main you can meet people. So if you spam clubs, like spam like 5 clubs, bruh, meet a lot of people. Say hi to people in your classes. Go to classes. Say hi to people in your class, because the people who go to classes, they're a different type of breed, bro. They are dedicated. You can like get a class crush. It'll give you motivation, and so in the end, you are maintaining a social life by talking to people in your classes, having a class crush to motivate you, and then you'll also do well in class. Sorry, that point was not good. Scratch that. But hey, it works. I'm sorry, messy. Another tip I have is that just accept that some weeks will be so imbalanced, that you will go out so much and that you might feel guilt, but don't guilt yourself over that. The goal is balance over a semester, not every single day, and that's something I wish I stopped doing, because every time I'd just be out too late or I like went too crazy and I'd be like, oh, this is so bad. I have to do a whole new login 75 hard right now. Like, no. We can just show up, you know, wake up, go to the gym really quick, have a chill day. Like, we don't have to crazy guilt ourselves into like, well, this is college, this is gonna be spontaneous, it's gonna be messy. Like, it's supposed to be messy, it's supposed to be fun. That's like a tip I also would not give myself, just because like, no, it's gonna be super spontaneous. And that's something I knew really going into college, because I'm a very routine person. Like going into college, I'd wake up at 5 a.m, go on my run, go to sleep by 8 p.m. and I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna survive college. But you have to just adapt, and you only have freshman year, sophomore year once. You only have college once. I think something in college that you might struggle with is burnout. So also, don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to say no to certain things. Have your boundaries, have your non-negotiables. Like if I have exam this day, maybe I say no, or maybe I set a 12 p.m. curfew for myself, and that's how we stay academically locked and having a social life. Also, make good decisions. And I feel like this can open up a whole nother thing for all these other tips, but if you want all the tips how you want to thrive in college, go see my other video. Go see all the advice I wish I could give myself freshman year. Those are like really great, like mindset tips. There's more tips in general. This is more for how to be balanced and how to also like party hard but also get good grades. It's not easy, and it's the one thing that I've struggled with mindset wise. I'd guilt myself a lot and being like, man, why am I not locked in like the girls online? It's because you know what, that's their life. They don't have freaking 6 assignments, 12 freaking quizzes, 50 different clubs, like spontaneous things. Like they can't just enjoy tiki teak on a Wednesday. Like anyways, okay, I hope these tips can help. Like, subscribe, follow my Instagram. I have an Instagram now, so please follow, please. Make sure to check out my SciSpace link and coupon code in the description below. Love you guys so much. Hope you can use these tips. Prioritize balance, prioritize yourself. Rising, if you're a graduated senior into college, you're gonna have so much fun. It was so much fun. I'm going to Korea next week, so get ready for the Korea series. So fun. All right, I'll see you. Bye.